What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another box break. Today I have the Series 2 or Season 2 of KBO baseball cards from the Korean Baseball Organization. So you might remember from yesterday that we had Series 1 or Season 1. This time there is, I guess you would call it an update set that only contains 5 teams. So we have the Kia Tigers, Doosan Bears, NC Dinos, SK Wyverns, and Hanwha Eagles. Uh, why they chose those 5 teams for this release, I do not know, because it doesn't go by the geography of where the teams are located. It doesn't go by where they finished in the standings last year. And it doesn't go by how they separate the all-star teams, because one of the things about the KBO is they don't have leagues. They don't have an American or a National League or a Pacific League or a Central League. It's just 10 teams in the KBO. So one of the things since this set only has 5 teams in it, if you remember from the Series 1, this box has 30 packs, 5 cards per pack, so 150 cards in a box. This one, 20 packs of 5 cards, so only 100 cards in this box. I can't remember how big the set is. Let's look and see if this helps us out at all. So it's looking like 105 cards plus 10 other cards that are most likely extremely impossible to get, since that's how the KBO sets roll. Alright, so let's start opening these and see what we get, and then we'll compare these to the first series of KBO cards. So right off the bat, honestly, so there's the backs. Here's the backs of Series 1, Series 1, Series 2. The first thing I can tell is I already do not like the cards, because if you can see the glare, the surface is glossy. Series 1, their surface is, it has that matte finish to it. And we can see that the numbering is different. So we have SCC R01 for Series 1, and then 02B for the second series. So cards are glossy, no English for the names. Here is, so it looks like you're going to get 3 regular cards and 2 insert cards. The designs of these are a little bit different from the regular cards. You can see how they have these things here, and they're kind of refractors type to them. It's kind of hard to see. So yeah, I ended up buying 3 boxes of these just to see what I could get. I don't know if there's any type of relics or autographs. It'd be cool if I actually did get one, but I doubt that'll happen, since they're so hard to get just in general for KBO releases. So I'm not sure which insert this is. And then here's another hit. This looks pretty awesome. Not an actual autograph of Kim Joo-chan from the Kia Tigers. So these cards obviously have English on them. I'm not sure how many of those cards there are in the set, but those are pretty sweet. Those are really good looking cards. I like those a lot. So we have Kim Tae-gyun. He played in MPB for a little bit. And another 2 more of those refractor type cards. Kind of stinks though that you guys can't see the kind of design that they're going for. It's almost like a checkerboard background. But like I said earlier, so I got three boxes of these. I opened up one earlier, but I didn't film it. I just wanted to see what was actually how the cards looked. All right, and we have another one of those parallels. I wish I knew exactly what they were, but this is Shin Jae-woong from the SK Wyverns. Those cards look really, really nice. I like how it is it kind of like a brushed metallic finish. So those are pretty cool. And if you all remember from the first box, these cards should have. So here's a different insert. So let's see if the back is different. The back is not different. The Kia Tigers. And I totally lost my train of thought. So sorry about that. Oh yeah, so from the first series, the players that played in MLB last year should be in this set as well. So, oh, here's a Choi Jun-sok, one of the favorites in the KBO. I believe he just got released by the NC Dinos, which kind of sucks, because that's a pretty cool card of him. And he's he's pretty cool to meet in person as well. So hopefully he signs with the KBO team that has spring training in Tucson, so I could get his autograph. And if you want to look something up, pretty cool video of him on YouTube. He was on, I think the show's like Pardon the Interruption and Around the Horn for a bat flip that he did in the KBO. He thought he had hit a home run, so he did a massive bat flip. He like basically threw the bat all the way over to the dugout, and the funny thing was the ball was extremely foul, so he had to, and he's a big boy, so he walks slow, so he had to do a very slow walk to pick up his bat that he flipped halfway across the peninsula. But that's why we love Big Boy Choi. So far the box isn't too bad. I've separated the cards a little bit better so that way we can kind of see the ratios of these inserts, since, I mean, it's easy math. 100 cards in a box, so we can figure out how these things are seated. One thing though, in the box that I opened yesterday, the metallic cards, there was 2 of those in the box, so I'm assuming that there's only going to be 2 cards in there, and we hit those, or I hit those pretty early, but hopefully I'm wrong. So I'll just keep calling them the brushed metallic cards because that's what they look like. I'm going to assume that you average 2 of those per box. It looks like these inserts are a little bit harder, and then the other refractor type looking ones are easier to get, because you get about, I mean, almost 2 of those a pack every time. So, like I said earlier, there's only 5 teams in this set. They just released the 3rd series with the remaining 5 teams in the KBO. those boxes actually have a lot more of the teams that I like, so I went ahead and got 4 boxes of those. Normally the Korean Post is pretty fast about getting stuff shipped out to me. It'll take maybe 2 weeks tops. And this dude, that's Najiwan. He has a pretty cool Facebook page, Najiwan, ruler of the world. Yeah, Nasangbam. There was talk of him maybe going to MLB, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's already in his 30s. And I had also mentioned earlier about the players that played in MLB last year being in the KBO cards, but I was looking at the teams. None of those players that played in MLB last year play for the 5 teams featured in this set, so none of those guys will make an appearance in these boxes. So once I get my 4 boxes of Series 3, I will open those up. Most likely what I'll do is open 1 box because I can't wait, and then I'll film the other ones because it takes a little bit of time to film them. And I just realized that I'm probably not doing a good job keeping the cards in the camera. Starting to get a lot of doubles now, I'm noticing. Especially the inserts too. Not sure, like I said before, if there was any type of autographs or relics that you could get, but even when I lived in Korea, I opened, I can't even remember how many boxes of all the different Korean baseball cards that I opened. Maybe 25, 30 boxes on the low end. And autograph wise, I pulled maybe 7, if that. But even then, the later series that came out, the Black Edition, those you were guaranteed almost either a relic and an auto, or say 2 autos or 2 relics. So those really, those boxes really brought my numbers up as far as pulling hits. But before that, the big hits, the autos and the relics, were darn near impossible to get. And you knew that those cards existed because they'd be on the advertising materials. I used to frequent a card store in Seoul, and I was able to get some of the the promotional posters and stuff like that, and then they'd be advertised, but getting them was a different story, and buying them on the secondary market was a crazy amount of money. So even for the lesser known players, because the supply was ridiculously small, that it just drove up the price. Alright, so that was my last pack. I'll probably try to put together the set, just because I have 3 boxes, and to see what how close I even am. So to do a little recap, there were 100 cards in the box, and so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 28. So we got 28 of these parallels. So it's 28% of your box right there. The awesome inserts, call them brush metallic. 2 of those, which is so far been the average. And the second, I guess, rare would be these inserts. So we got 1, 2, 3. So 10 of those, and out of those 10, I got 3 of the same guy. So yeah, 10% of your box, and 3% of it is this one dude. That's pretty shitty. So yeah, and then yeah, a double of this dude. I think his name is like something Quack. Can't remember, but yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I will be busting the third box, and we'll see if the ratios get any better. So thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and comment and do all that other good stuff on YouTube. Thanks.